Hey, this is the Geek Protagonist, and I said it on my AMC video. I didn't do a follow-up right away because I wanted to see how it plays out. And as such, Forbes even said video on demand is starting to become more popular. And if you look at some of the new movies, right, that they're supposed to be coming out with, they're saying theaters and video on demand. Now that blackout period is going, and like I said, AMC was already in trouble, and now they're talking about they might not even be able to come back. Because at the end of the day, I love the movie theater, but they're not needed. They can come out, charge people, $20, whatever, to watch their film, and then boom, you got on home media. So I seen one of the ways they said they're going to alleviate it is the 90-day blackout period. Now what that is, that is when that little stint of time before it can go to home media. Sometimes it's a little less than 90 days more, but the average is 90 days. That's about to go bye-bye because these studios need money. And what's happening is now AMC and them may have to play ball. And if y'all are so in such dire straits that you need revenue, you're gonna have to drop your little "I'm mad at Universal." And has anybody noticed they haven't brought up Universal anymore? Because you're literally cutting out billion-dollar franchises because they put one movie out. The whole thing is, and this is where it needs to be understood, the people who create the stuff, whether it's comic books, movies, video games, or anything, as long as they got a way to facilitate, that's why the arcade went. I love arcades. When I see an arcade at a place, there's actually one that's at my mall, and there's one that's near another mart. Sometimes I go in there just to play. I love popping in the quarters or the tokens or whatever. I love playing arcades. But, I mean, you can get that experience at home now with one of those boxes. So all I'm saying is, this could go the way of the arcade. Like, people will play things at home. It's easier, it's safer, it's cheaper. You're paying more for the experience. And now AMC is kind of feeling the burn a little bit. So as movie theaters, they got to rethink their strategy. I think they need to do the same thing like I did with comics. Lower the prices, stuff like that. I mean, I don't want them to go away, but you can't cut off one and then be like, yeah, no, you need revenue. And I hate to say it, the studios don't need you. You need the studios. They only want you to get the box office because that's the tradition. But if they decide, hey, we're just doing all video on demand, there will be people that will pay for it. Like they're saying there won't be, but there will be. I hope they figure this out and AMC doesn't fully shut down. I like movie theaters, but I think they're gonna have to change their business practices a little bit. Now I gotta go into this place. More to come when I come back. Okay, people, to continue. The problem we're gonna run into is that the movie theaters are gonna depend on tenant. For one, they're probably gonna have either one person per seat, like checker, like, one, no one like that. Or they're gonna have one per 3. So if a theater holds 100 people, that could cut it in half, or that can cut it to 75. So basically only 25 people in there. And if tenant don't make money, Mulan ain't going. I'll tell you that right now. And Wonder Woman's probably gonna change what they're gonna do. The problem is that a lot of people aren't going to the movie theater, even with the stuff. And the movie theaters are going to try to make up money by like raising the prices of all the concessions, probably by a lot, which is going to make the value of going there a lot less. If you could pay $20, $25 and video on demand, and boom, you own it. Or you buy the Blu-ray or something. Because I like to own the physical copies. I do have digitals, but I prefer physicals. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I would like it if the options were there, and I know we had about 5,000 theaters, And if AMC is shutting down, about maybe 2,500 of them are gone. I'm telling you, I think this is going to go the way of the arcade possibly. Unless somebody takes up that mantle, and who has that money right now? And if you're going to do the theaters, like, there's a lot of people who flat out said they're not going. I'm not. Once I see things that are cool, maybe when Wonder Woman comes out, but I'm not planning to. No time soon. I'm not doing any public stuff like that for a while. Not until I know Corona is down to hardly nothing. So, just saying, like, you got, if they're going to checker it out, that's going to be a problem. A lot of people ain't going to be willing to go in. Even if they clean up the facility, it's just too risky. You got to be careful with all the other stuff. And yeah, Tenet's going to be the testing ground. If Tenet don't make it, and we already know Trolls has apparently broke some kind of records and stuff, and that's VOD. Sonic the Hedgehog just passed Birds of Prey. Like, the VOD is what's happening right now. Now, I know back before they were talking about trying to do like a double opening or whatever. We're talking like way back, sometime in the early 2000s. I think X-Men was still like on their second movie. And yeah, they were denying it, but it looks like that's what's about to happen. And I think the way movies need to do it is the way I've been seeing it promoted. They need to come out with box office and VOD for a while. This way these movies are getting, the theaters maybe getting some people back and stuff. I don't think theaters are all going to close. To be honest with you, I think what may happen, it may go down to like, there's 5,000 theaters, I think they said across the country. It may go down to like 3,000. Possibly. Even 2,500, it means you might have to take a little trip, but it's going to be back to the old days where some people never went to a movie theater because they weren't near one. One wasn't close by. So I think if someone's slick, they would come in and maybe do the movies and buy them up, and then maybe at least, change the game a little bit. But they got the pricing, and people are worried about money now, and people are worried about their health and different things. I just don't see it being feasible. So AMC doesn't really have a leg to stand on. And neither does a lot of the theaters. They got to kind of bow down to the studios and be like, look, we're willing to work with you. Can you like do both and see what happens? But Tenet's going to be the one. If Tenet don't do well, guarantee they're going to hold off. And you got China, for example, they're still shut down most of their theaters. It's just, this is going to be a rough time. Things about to change. I think it's going to change where theaters are going to be there, which I want theaters to stay around. It's an experience. I have great memories at the theaters. But if the popcorn and everything's going to skyrocket, no. Maybe make it $1 or $2 more, but then the tickets are going to be expensive. And people are going to start looking and going, well, why am I going to pay $50 just to go to the movies, and I could pay $25 or $30 and I got the movie? Or that's all I'm saying. So I want to hear what y'all have to say, but honestly, AMC took a big L, and I think them turning on Universal, it's starting to be evident. When people are the creators and they're the content producers, they don't need the distributors to do it. It just helps. And also studios can keep more of that money without paying movie theaters. So we're going to see how this turns out. I don't know if AMC is going to come back and that's going to knock down a few. But tell me if you're going to go to the movie theater. Tell me about it. Are you okay with it? I may not do another movie theater until next year. Who knows? Geek Protagonists, stay safe, stay healthy, stay real. I'll see you. Hey, thank you for visiting my channel. This is the Geek Protagonist. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Please, it'll really help me out in the channel if you actually share these videos, if you like what I'm doing. Please hit that bell notification. Hit it, click. This way you won't miss any of my videos. Also, there's a thing on there that says personal and all. Hit the all. This way you'll get them every time for the notifications. I'm trying to, grow, trying to do commentary about what's going on. And I want to thank you again. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay real. This is the Geek Protagonist. I'm out. and I'll see you.